We're back. Graph the horizontal line and give the slope. Remember, horizontal lines look like this. And if the first thing I'm going to draw rather, is that line. We're going to do a little extra here. You'll notice at all these points, y is the same. It's always negative 2. Y equal negative 2. Y equal negative 2. Y equal negative 2. That's the equation. We'll put it up here. So our equation is y equal negative 2. The slope, you'll notice we're not going up. Not going up at all. So the slope is 0. M is slope. My next one, vertical line. Want a vertical line? First thing I'm going to do is draw it. I'll draw it right over here. Again, you'll notice something interesting. X is not changing. This one is x is equal to 4. You'll notice all the points, x is equal to 4. So vertical lines, x equal to number. Now, the slope is kind of interesting. You're going up however many you want, but you're not going over. So it's some number over 0. Cannot divide by 0, so we call this slope undefined. We're going from positive to negative infinity on y in a single numeric value for x. There's no way to describe that slope, so we call it undefined. Graph a line with a slope of 3. This one's probably the most challenging to start. I just need a point, though, to start it. So I'm going to pick a point on the y-axis. How about this one right here? I always like to think of my slope as a fraction. And I'm going to go 3 up over 1, 3 up over 1, 3 up over 1, and there's my new line with a slope of 3. All right. Graphing using x and y intercepts. X-intercept. We're going to put a 0 in for y. I have 4x. I know at my x-intercept my y value is 0. So I have 4x minus 12 times 0 is equal to negative 24. So just finding out what x would be when y is 0. I have 4x is equal to negative 24. Divide the 4 off, x is going to be equal to negative 6. My y-intercept is just the opposite. I know there's going to be a 0 for x. In my equation, I just dump a 0 in there for x. And I fill out the rest of it, going to look for y. I drop this off, to divide everything by negative 12. I've got a 2 for my y, so I just slide that in there. I'm just going to graph these 2 points. Negative 6, 0 is right over here, and 0, 2 is right there. I've got enough for my grid. Alright, next problem, writing the slopes. I'm going to pick 2 nice points, 2 points that cross really well. Here's a good one. And then, well gracious, I'm going to say that this one's the next good one. We went 3 up. We went 4 over. So that's going to be my slope. Positive 3 because I went 3 up. Positive 4 because I went 4 over. 18, vertical line. X equals is going to be that number because you'll notice x is not changing. It's always negative 1. That's the equation. We don't need the equation. We need the slope. Anytime you have a vertical line, slope is undefined. Oh, there we go. Slope is undefined. Vertical line, undefined slope. Last page. What is the slope equation? We've got y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. It's just the difference in y's, difference of the x's. Using this equation, find the slope of these lines. You're going to subtract our y's. It does not matter which point you use first as long as you use the same point first. So I'm going to use 3 first for my y's. This means I have to use 0 first for my x's. You'll notice my x's are not changing. I don't have any difference between my x's. So what I'm going to need to do is just call that undefined. This is a vertical line. If you don't believe me, graph it. It's undefined for the slope. The next one, 2 minus 4 over 10 minus 9. Again, as long as you put the same point first, you'll be alright. 2 for my x, or 2 for my y rather, goes first, so 10 for my x needs to go first. I'm going to get negative 2 over 1, and that's fine enough for the slope. My last one, you could tell already that the y's are not changing. They're both 0, but we're going to carry out the math anyway. I have 0 minus 0 up top and negative 8 minus 5 on the bottom. Gives me 0 over negative 13. This slope is 0. Our y's are not changing, so we're not going up at all. Therefore, slope 0. All right. A point is located 3 units to the left of the origin and 5 units up. What are the coordinates of this point, and which quadrant does it lie in? So here's the origin. It's in the middle. 3 units to the left, 5 units up. So 3 units to the left, 5 units up. There are the coordinates of the point, negative 3, 5. And they want to know which quadrant, 2. So in this one, let's just write that out. Negative 3, 5, because I went 3 to the left, and then 5 up, and we're in quadrant 2. How did I help myself get this one? Drawing a picture. Sometimes drawing a picture can be the greatest help you can have on a problem. Let's make sure there's nothing on the back of this page, nothing on the back of that page. Good luck on the test, and we'll see you tomorrow.